Welcome to Chapter 4, Section 3, HTML5 Media, and we're going to be discussing the video and the audio tag. Now, before HTML5, to get a video to play in your web page it could give you a real headache. You need to find different plugins. You need to download Flash. People had to download Flash to watch your video. It was just a real pain, and the video tag is definitely one of my favorite new features of HTML5. And it's very simple to use. It's amazing how simple it is to just set up a video in a web page. It's almost like inserting an image. Now, if you want to add custom controls and full screen and all that, then you do have to use some JavaScript. You can't do it all in HTML, but you can just embed a video like you can an image using just HTML. And as far as browser support, all the major browsers, the latest versions, they all support the video and the audio tag. IE9, Chrome, Firefox, Safari 5, Opera, they all support the media tags. Now, the types of media we have for video, MP4, which is the most popular, WebM and OGG. Okay, and the WebM and the OGG aren't that popular, but you can find video converters online. There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of free ones. So if you have an AVI or an FLV video, you can easily convert it to one of the accepted formats. And for audio, we have MP3, which is obviously the most popular, and OGG and WAV, which is kind of popular. So I mean, no matter what, you can use any type. You just need to convert it if it's not supported. Now, video tags, there's three new tags, and obviously video is the main tag. It defines a video. And then we have the source tag, which we can define multiple sources for the video. And we have the track tag, which defines text tracks in media players. And like I said before, JavaScript is needed for extra function and control. And we'll be getting into that. The project we have, we're going to actually be inserting a video into the Blue Developer About page, and we're going to use some JavaScript, nothing too complicated, just some extra controls. Now, audio tags have the same. They don't have the track tag, but they have the video and the source, and it's pretty much the same thing. Now, we have JavaScript methods. We have methods, we have properties. I just listed the methods here. We have add text track, can play type, which will check if the browser can play the type of video. The load method, which will reloads the audio or the video element, and the play and the pause methods. So I mean that's a quick rundown of the video and audio tags and functionality. Now we can get into some programming, and I can actually show you how it works. Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to implement the video tag. I'm not going to do the audio only because it's very similar. If you go on the W3C Schools website, you'll see the structure and syntax is very similar. So basically, if you know how to implement a simple video, then you can do the same with an audio. So if you go to your Section 3, your Chapter 4, Section 3 program files, you'll see we have the Blue Developer Done and the Blue Developer HTML. Now, the Blue Developer HTML is the site that we've built up to this point, okay? And then the Done is we've implemented video on the About page, and that's what I have up right here. So if we go to the About page, you'll see we have a video, which is just a quick, silly video I made for the site. And this is a video tag. This is what it gives you. Very, nice looking control panel, and I mean, it doesn't do much by itself. You'll find you can do a lot more with JavaScript. and I have implemented some JavaScript with these buttons here. These do not come with the HTML5 tag. I built these with JavaScript, but it's very simple. So if you just follow along, it's pretty easy to understand. Now I'm going to play it.
Welcome to Blue Developer Directory. We are a fictional website and welcome to Blue Developer Directory.
And it just
we are a fictional website and service that lists top.
Now we have these buttons big. We can make it bigger, small, and normal. So just, you know, nothing spectacular, but the fact that we don't need any plugins or anything like that is awesome. So so let's get into it. I'm going to open the actually I'm going to copy the HTML, the regular one that we had, that we've gone to this point, and I'm going to paste it on my desktop so I don't touch any of your files, because those will be the actual files you work with. And you'll see the structure is how we left it. Okay, but let's go to the done. What did I do with it? I have to go back in and get it. The done, you'll see we have a video folder, okay? And that's where I'm keeping this video. So what you need to do is just create a new folder and call it video, or whatever you want, vids, videos, whatever, and just copy that video we have. It's add.mp4, and just paste it in. Okay, so now we have that, and now we just need to edit our about page. So let's open this and go to about, and this is how we left it. Okay, so we want to open about HTML with whatever you're using. I'm using Notepad++, and I'm going to insert the video in the section area, okay, right after all the text. Now let's add the video tag, and the video tag we're going to give an ID, okay, of add, and we're going to give it a width of 500, and we're going to give it a height of 350, and then we just want to include controls. Okay, and let's just close that. Alright, so in between the video tags is where we need to put the source tag. Remember when we talked about it on the slides, we're just going to put the source where the video is located. So let's do that. We're going to do source and then src, just like you would with an image. Okay, and we're going to do video, because that's the folder we put it in, and it's called add.mp4. So that's the source. Okay, and we just want to do type. We want to add the type, and it's a MP4 video, so we want to do video/MP4. Okay, so now we just want to do, we can write here what we want displayed if the browser doesn't support the video tag. So we'll just say, please update your browser. Okay, so as you can see, this is extremely simple. Let's save it and see what happens. And there's our video. It's as easy as that. I mean, I think it's unbelievable. But and you'll see
Welcome
we have
to Blue Developer Directory.
Default controls.
We are a fictional
here.
website,
but we don't have the buttons like we do here. So we're going to do that now. By default, you do have the play button, the forward and back slider, the volume, and full screen if you want full screen. So we're just going to go ahead and add those buttons, and the first thing we need to do is add the actual HTML for the buttons, and I'm just going to grab that. I'm going to grab that and paste it in just so we can save time on typing, and we want to insert it right below the video tag. Okay, it's just in a div that's 400 pixels wide, so we'll save that, reload, and there's the buttons. Now they don't do anything, they're just HTML buttons. We have to write the JavaScript for them to actually work. And I'm just going to do it kind of quick and dirty. I'm just going to add the script, the JavaScript, below here, so I don't have to include a separate file or anything. And we want the script to run after the video is loaded, and the buttons are already there. So we're just going to add some script here. Whoop. And the first thing I want to do is put this video with an ID of add into a variable. So I'm going to create a variable, and I'm going to call it my video, and it's going to be equal to document.getElementById, and it's going to be, the ID is going to be add, as it is up here. Alright, so we have the variable my video. Now we're gonna control, that's what we're gonna use to control our video. Now I want to create a function, and it's going to be called play pause. And this play pause, what it is this button here, which is this button here. When it's clicked, when the on-click handler is clicked, it's going to go to a function called play pause right here, and that's what we're creating. Okay, so now when the play pause function is run, we want to check which state the video is in. We want to check if it's paused or if it's playing. So we want to do if my video dot paused. Okay, so if the video is paused, we're going to do something, and then else we're going to do something else. Okay, so if the video is paused, then we want to play it. If someone clicks the button, we want it to play. So we'll say my video dot play. Alright, so if it's paused, it'll play if it's clicked. If it is not paused, that means it's playing, obviously, so we want it to pause. Okay, now let's save that. Let's check that out. We'll reload.
Welcome to Blue Developer Directory. We are a fictional website and service that lists top web developers from around the world.
Now it pauses. So that's done. That's all we need for the play pause function. Okay, so next excuse me, so we want to do another function, and this function is going to be called make big. I guess you're getting kind of a JavaScript lesson as well as HTML5. Now the make big function is called when you click this big button, because it has an on click of make big, and this is extremely simple. All we're going to do is take the my video variable, and we're going to apply a width, and we're going to apply a width of 560. So save that, reload, and let's click the big, and we get, let's actually make it a little bigger. If we make it 760, save it, reload, big. Well, I guess that's too big. We'll keep it at 560. Why fix something that's not broken? Alright, so that's taken care of. Now, you probably know what's next, and that would be the make small. I'm actually just going to copy this and make it twice, and then just change the big to small. Make sure you should be using camel case, which is a lowercase for the first word, and then uppercase for each new word. So for the make small, we're going to do 320. And then to make normal, it's going to be 420, which is what it's at by default. I believe. Is it? No, it's not. It's at 500. Alright, well, let's just change that then to 420. Height, I'll say 290. Seems about right. Alright, save it, reload. Okay, it's a little smaller, but if we press big, it gets big, small, normal, play. So they're all working.
Blue developer directory.
So that's it to the script. You know, and these buttons, obviously, if this was a production site, you'd have nicer buttons, you know, and some background, or it would just look better. But this is, we don't care about looks, it's all about functionality, and that's how you create a video using HTML5.